So we are now at the last part of this report and we're going to discuss the implementation process. Since we're already in the implementation, it is assumed that the system has already been developed and is ready to be used. However, since we will be dealing with the people and with delicate processes that may have dire consequences to our organization when this fail, we cannot just simply tell the organization to use the new system. We have to follow a slow procedure of doing things. The stages involved in the implementation are training, system conversion, and evaluation. So in order to achieve deliverable of acceptance and meeting of the objectives, the new system being built must be tested. Aligned with this, the end users must be fully trained so the company will benefit from the new system. We can have a testing guidelines that we can follow, such as that we need to test the different aspects of the system first, test anything that could go wrong, test the most frequently used parts of the system at a minimum, and then the people who will create the test cases should not be the same people as those who coded and tested the system. And lastly, we should use a debugging tool. So let us now discuss the system conversion. The system conversion stage is the time when you actually pull the plug on the old system and make the new one run. Depending on the delicate nature of the process, there are 4 ways of doing the conversion. The first one is the direct conversion. The second one is the paced conversion. The third one is the pilot conversion. And then the fourth one is the parallel conversion. So let us now discuss different conversion strategies. Direct conversion is an implementation process that involves essentially switching off the current system entirely and switching on the new system to take its place all at once. But the old system is no longer available for use from that point onward. Parallel conversion involves running both the current and the new system together for some period of time, but at some predetermined time, the current system is decommissioned entirely, and all users and participants interact solely with the new system. In the phased conversion, it involves a gradual introduction of the new system, while at the same time replacing elements of the current system until the current system is completely replaced by the new system. Pilot conversion involves setting up the new system for a small group of users and participants, while the remaining majority of users and participants still interact with the current system. And at some predetermined period in time, the pilot system is installed for all users and participants and the current system is then switched off. So here are the summary of pros and cons of these conversion strategies. So direct is risky, but this is the least expensive, as everything has to just set up for once. But this is a somewhat risky method since there is no other system to fall back on if anything goes wrong. Parallel is less risky, but it is very expensive conversion strategy as 2 systems has to run at the same time, so it is a great expense in terms of power and support. For phased strategy, there is a negligible chance of any type of problem in the system as it is tested on every stage. And it seems more user-friendly, but it needs a lot of time for full implementation of the system. For the pilot strategy, it is an economic conversion strategy and it reduces the risk, but sometimes some operations remains untested. So for the evaluation, we need to provide feedback for system improvement and measure the success of a developed system. And that's all for the system implementation.